remember that a lot of drama is caused by conflict. The conflict comes from the characters trying to pursue their objective or meet their needs. One thing which you want to know about your character is what is their main objective, like their super objective, their main dream. What do they want above all else? Remember, I said all else. It doesn't mean that they have just one objective. But the main objective or super objective is that thing which above everything they want to achieve. That would define every other thing. What they do, how they do it, why they do everything will be defined by a super objective or an objective. So you want to ransack the story or the screenplay, get your characters objectives, super objectives, main objective, whatever kind of objective, because those objectives would influence everything they do and how they do whatever it is they do. As an actor, your objectives in life are not the same as the character's objective. The character objective might be he has seen a girl he likes and he only swears and curses by that girl. He has not spoken to the girl yet, but in his mind he wants to settle down with that girl or nobody. That's their objective. That's their super objective. So when he sets out to meet that objective, any challenge or any obstacle that they meet, they will set about dealing with it in ways that only their nature, only their personality would determine. Every character has a vocal personality, has a physical personality, and above all else, has a psychological personality. And this here determines a lot of things. I'm going to list things which you need to go get in the script, in the screenplay, and arm yourself with. You need to know your character's past, know what their dreams are, because you'll be playing their present. Know your character's relation, friends, enemy, anything, person around them, and know the kind of relation your character has with them. I mean, to your fingertips. Know your character's fears and assurances. Those things have that kind of influence. The way they respond to situations, whatever way it is, you need to know. Know your character's super objective, and then scene by scene objective. It will help you define your character. It will help you refine the character and make it play out in a way anybody watching you might think this person is not just acting. After I have gathered the detail and think I have owned the character, I do some additional thing. I try to draw an emotional chart or an emotional map for my character. It's something which is a little bit difficult to do since we live with emotions. We actually are not conscious of their coming and doing their work and going. So until you consciously think about an emotion and then maybe you see how it affects you and affects you, you'll not really know how to replicate that. I actually list from scene 1 to last scene. You go to each scene. There will be 3 or maybe 5 underlying powerful emotions. Those emotions that determine the beats of the scene. You name them and then you try to put in the order they come. Now, the reason this is important, you want to understand the transition phase of the emotion. Emotions don't just skip from one phase to the other. No, there's a transition period. You want to do an analysis of the details that you read, gathered, and noted. Now, remember, an analysis is not just to give yourself work. No, it's intended for you to understand how these many details come together and how they function. Because a deeper understanding will make it flow fluidly. There will not be doubt. And remember that when you study character, you want it to become your second nature. You want it to become a second nature because an actor is different from the character. The actor might have similar situations or similar encounters with the character, but that doesn't mean the actor is the character. No, it's 2 different entities. For the actor to completely become the character, your mind needs to assimilate, drink, and own the details of the character's life so that the actor can be able to effortlessly be the character. That's it. Let's summarize. To be able to study your character so that you can nail your role, you need to read, gather, and note all the details of the script, of the story, of the screenplay. And then do detailed analysis of those details, and then teach yourself the details. that is where you say you're practicing. All of the effort is meant towards owning the challenges of your character, owning the moods, everything, owning the circumstance, owning everything about them, because it's about effortlessly portraying authentically the character. Make sure by the moment you say, I'm ready, you know the psychological, physical, and vocal identity of your character. I mean, you should know all of those things like you know your toilet faces.